Hi Flosstube, it's Bernie here, hooking and stitching. Today is January the 16th, it's a Tuesday, and I'm here for a stitching update. So it's been, how long has it been? Just over 2 weeks since, since the beginning of the year, which is when I last filmed. If you didn't see that, I did do a whip parade at the very end of 2023 in December, where I showed all my projects and sort of explained where all my goals are and what I want to get achieved this year. So I've been really quite on it since New Year. I've stitched every single day. So I'll just show you, I've got a new planner. So this is from Busy Bees Planners 2024 planner, and this is January. I apologise if you're shaking slightly. Gizmo is sat where the tripod is. Come here, you little horror. Stop it. So this is January and I've stitched every day so far. So that's yesterday. I've not stitched yet today. That's Tuesday. But I'm going to go through what I have stitched and show you the progress I've made, because I have made some quite good progress. And I've been sticking to what I've said. I've had a travel piece that I've been working on, and we're all good. So I thought I'd better film today because I'm at home. I've got poorly child. She's upstairs at the moment. There's a nasty virus going around at school at the moment, and I got a phone call on Friday. Friday lunchtime. I'd just come out for my lunch, just left the office, and I got a phone call from the school saying Aria had a temperature of 40 degrees. Could I come and fetch her, please? So Gizmo, please stop it. So I went down to the school and picked Aria up, and she's been at home ever since. So today she's actually much improved. I did take her to the doctor's yesterday, and the doctor had to give her a look over, and everything's fine. They just said it's probably just a virus. If she gets any worse, let us know. But in all honesty, she's got better and her appetite's improved. So I've said she's going back to school tomorrow. But I've got to go to work tomorrow. So my husband was actually going to take work from home tomorrow so that he could be with her, but it's not going to be necessary now. She can go to school. So other things that have happened, speaking of the little ginger one that's disturbing the camera at the moment, are you going to come here? Gizmo had a birthday. He turned 1 on Friday. So our little kitten, who's not a little kitten anymore, is massive because he doesn't stop eating. He had his first birthday Friday, and he celebrated his birthday, didn't you, with lots of food. So he had a dish of prawns for his starter, and then he had a whole chicken breast that I cooked for him. He also had some gammon ham because I'd made that for dinner for my husband, and he had some cream because he loves cream, and then he had cheese and biscuits. This is a cat I'm talking about. He had cheese and biscuits in the evening because I was having a glass of wine and I fancied some cheese and a couple of crackers, and yeah, I have to share them. I don't get to eat them on my own anymore because I have a ragdoll that won't stop eating. Are you going to come and put in an appearance? Just a second, I'm here. Come here. Come here. Oh, so here's the big lump himself. This is Gizmo. And say hi, Gizmo. It's my absolutely gorgeous red point ragdoll kitten. He's my 4th ragdoll now. We have 4 of these in the house. The others are all nice and calmly sleeping and snoozing in places around the house. But not this one. This one's a terror, aren't you? You can go up there. He is an absolute ginger. Some things that we call him that I won't repeat on camera. But ginger nut is one of the things that his tail's going because Bailey's asleep on the sofa next to me, and I terrorised Bailey. Anyway, I'm chatting away about nothing, and I haven't shown you a single bit of cross stitch. So that's what you're here to see. So let's crack on and show you what we've been up to. So first of all, I said in my last video that sorry, I'm distracted. A van's just gone past the window. I said that I would be doing a travel piece to try and get some work, and this is on my Mill Hill kit. I've commented that I'm not a big fan of the perforated paper. I prefer to work out of a frame and things, but I'm getting on all right with it as a travel piece. So this is the one I'm talking about. This is Proud Peacock. It's a buttons and beads kit by Mill Hill, and yeah, it's my first ever Mill Hill kit. Might be my last, I don't know, we'll see. I'm enjoying it a little bit more at the moment. I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And I'm just going to put something behind it so that you can see. But here it is now. So, sorry, you can see I've got my needle still attached on the back. So I've been stitching this while waiting for the children to come out of school. Because I finish work and have enough time to drive to the school, if I finish on time, drive to the school, and then I have about between 15 and 20 minutes before the children actually come out. So I've been taking this along and just sitting there and getting this out and putting, usually get sort of 1.5 lengths in before I have to stop, hence why the needle's attached. But yeah, I've been working down here. I've filled in some more of this blue, the middle blue, and then I've just started up here in that darker blue colour up there. So I've made progress, and sitting in the car working it for 15 minutes I can do. It's when I'm sitting at home, I like to have it in a frame and I like to stitch two-handed, but in the car I'm okay. So I have a little bag here. I've got the pattern, the beads, although I won't bead it in the car. that once it gets ready for beading it will have to come in the house. But I've got just a piece of cardstock with all the threads separated out and what numbers they are and what symbols they are. That was the thing I found with this kit when it first came, and I've seen others say the same, that all the threads were really mixed up, and there are so many greens there, and it was like light green, light green. It's like, which one do you mean? So what I actually did is I looked up the DMC. So that one, for instance, is 166, and I have a master set of DMC now, so I dug out number 166 and then had all the greens in front of me around which green is 166, and I managed to do it that way, so I know that all the numbers are correct, and that is genuinely 702 because I've got 702 and it's right. But that's how I managed. I mean, there's 4 different blues. Yeah, there's 4 of those. There's another green over here. There's just so many. I mean, the orange was obvious and the white was obvious, but otherwise, yeah. But that's how I managed to split them up. And yeah, they're on there in the car. I've got a pair of scissors, got a needle minder on there as well, and I can just stitch away for, say, those 15 minutes or so while I'm waiting for the kids to come out. So some progress is being made, and I'm not hating it, which I was doing when I tried to work on it in the house. I think once I come to do the beading as well, I mean, it'll be nearly done by then, so that won't be so tricky. Right, so I am doing these in order for a change because I have everything written down as I've worked on it. So when I last spoke to you, it was, yeah, the end of December, and I worked, when I was sorting out that upload and everything, I was working on Winter Warmth by Little Dove Designs, and that's in this Cross Stitcher magazine, although I do have the PDF now. This is issue 339 of Cross Stitcher, which is January 2019. And I'll just find the picture, and I always struggle to find the picture when I come to show you it, because it's not easy to just turn to. Oh, how cute is that? I might have to stitch that one day. It's off the front cover. Who's that by? Amanda Butler. Where are we? Here we go. So this is Winter Warmth by Little Dove Designs. It's like a band sampler type pattern, and this is the 3rd one I've got to finish. I've got this one and summer left to finish because I've already done an autumn and spring. I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So you can see I've finished up at the top, basically. The top is all now done and backstitched. That tree was a pain to backstitch. And I'm working the border down each side. And then it's not got an awful lot more to go. I think there's just 1 or 2 bands under those, are they snowdrops? Those white flowers there. But yeah, really quite pleased with the progress I made on this. I don't know how many days I worked. It was only a couple because I started something new on New Year's Day. But yeah, coming along. And this will be finished this year, especially if I keep working on it, which I need to. So I'm just pop this one away. Speaking of winter, it's dropped really cold here. Lots of parts of the country have got snow at the moment. We woke up this morning and looked outside and it looks like somebody went, and snow, and then somebody went, no, not here. And there's just a few little spot sprinkles on the floor and then there's nothing else. And it froze because it was so cold. I mean, I went to do the horses last night and I got in my car just before 6 p.m. to drive to the yard and it was -4. And while we were mucking out the horses, my friend had got a bottle of water just sort of sat outside and that froze and the trough was frozen, and we have like a bucket that we can wash our wellies in that's got some disinfectant in it. That was frozen solid. And I went round and filled up the horses' water buckets, and I must have spilt a little bit on Dexter's stable floor because when I went back in to get his dinner bucket, it crunched under my feet because it had frozen solid. And it's like, Gavin, just drop that. So yeah, it's cold at the moment, and I've heard that tomorrow it's going to be even colder. I think at the moment out there it's about -1. It might have gone up to freezing now. It's sort of 11 o'clock in the morning, but we're told tomorrow it's going to be about -7 overnight, not in the day, but that's pretty cold. And I've got to go to the horses tomorrow night, so you know, great. Anyway, right, we're now into January stitching. So 1st of the month, 1st of January, New Year's Day, I had a new start, as I said I was going to. And oh, I love it. It's just fabulous. So this is the chart. Bella Filipina, Enchantress of the Abyss. So this is my very first Bella Filipina. I picked this chart up at, I think it was at the Essex Needles retreat last year. And I picked up some fabric, but I don't know whether I was intimidated by it. I didn't start it, but I was determined I'm going to start it, and I'm loving it. I really am enjoying working on it. I'm not normally one for these like fancy lady types, you know, so I've only got one Mirabilia and I've finished one Nora Corbett and I have got another one on the go, but they're not my main sort of stitching. And yeah, the chart was very daunting when I first looked at it. Very small, lots of different symbols, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm working on it and it's fine. So obviously there was no before picture because it was a new start. And I'm working on this on a piece of... Sorry, I heard a strange noise. Working on this on a piece of 32 count fabric by... Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? By Megan. Is it Megan? Coffee Craft Fabrics. And anyway, this is what we look like. This is what I've got done. So I started in the middle of the chart, which is her hair, as you can see there. That's, well, I say as you can see, that's the purpley browny bit there. That's the mermaid's hair. And then I like to work top down. So I followed the chart up the greens and to this bit. This is the top of the chart. This is her tail at the top. And yeah, just absolutely loving it. I've put some petite treasure braid in there. You can see the sparkly bit there in her tail. And obviously not any beads yet. I'll do the beads at the end. Speaking of beads, I haven't got them out. I got all the beads from 123 Stitch. I ordered them all and they came, and I now have them all. So I've got all the supplies for this now, not just the floss, but I've also got the beads. And it's beautiful. I love it. And I think that fabric really looks like, you know, water, which is perfect. And I think she's going to look absolutely gorgeous when she's done. I won't lie, there's a lot of stitching, and there's some backstitching, and there's beading, and yeah. It's going to take a while, but I worked on this for 4 days. Although it doesn't look like 4 days worth of progress there, but I think some of the days were a little bit busier than others. But yeah, that took me to January the 4th. I can't think if did I have to frog any? Is that why? I'm not sure. I might have had to frog a couple of times. But absolutely beautiful, and loving working on it. It's just, and I'm already looking at which one do I want to do next. And I think it's the one that Teresa Little Stitch is doing. Is it tub? She can't say it, I can't say it. Tub of the but it's another mermaid. I like mermaids. It's another mermaid, and it's another beautiful one. And I've got to decide whether I'm going to do 1/1 skin, because, sorry, I've just put it away. Let me get it back out again. I've never done 1/1 on skin, but I mean, there's all in, yeah. Do I or don't I? I don't know. I'm nervous to try, but I think it will look really nice if I do it. But yeah, where I'm worked up to is up here. So I'm not quite on that bit there, but I'm figuring on filling all this in now and then filling my way down. But, oh, it's stunning. I'm not looking forward to this bit. This looks like a lot of confetti and probably a lot of beads as well. But yeah, stunning piece. Absolutely gorgeous. And I have, of course, now joined the Bella Filipina Facebook group, and I'm looking at the Bella Filipina retreats and things like that. I don't think I'll be able to go this year. I think it's in May, and I've said no, it's too soon. I guess I'm climbing the cat tree. Plus, I'm already going to the Essex Needles retreat in March. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, that's coming up fast. That's it doesn't seem like that long since the last Essex Needles retreat. But it's 10 months since the last one, so yeah, only a couple more months and we're going. So, can't wait. A whole weekend of stitching. Right, so next, yes, I challenged myself a little bit. Didn't finish my challenge, but we're getting there. So the next one I worked on is Alice in the Wonderland by Cute Patterns by Maria on Etsy. Yes. It's gorgeous. It's brighter than this. The ink was running out in the printer when I printed this. In my whip parade, I showed you that it's actually now to 100% on Pattern Keeper. But what Pattern Keeper doesn't show you is the backstitching. And there is a lot of backstitching in this piece. Absolutely loads of it. So this is stitched on a 32 count piece of even weave by Sparklies. It's called Moonlighting. That's the fabric. Again, absolutely gorgeous. And I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. It's not finished yet, but we're not far off. Here it is now. So I worked for a day backstitching this until I could backstitch no more, because I just couldn't bear it anymore. I'm not a big fan of backstitch. I totally appreciate how beautiful it makes things look, but I had to keep stopping and giving myself a rest. It's just not the same as cross stitching, and it's just hard work. And this one's even harder work because there are 3 different coloured lines of backstitch just in black, because one of them is 1 strand, one of them is 2 strands, and one is 3 strands. So what I did to make things a little bit easier is I actually just put a single strand on my needle, and where it required 2 strands, I just went over that bit twice, so it got its 2 strands. But yeah, I mean, you can see she's coming along, she's looking pretty, and I'm just going top down. I'll be finishing those sort of flowers that are underneath her next time I bring this out, and I might start doing the numbers on the clock itself, on the pocket watch, isn't it? It's a pocket watch. But yeah, I only managed a day, and then I had to just, I want to do some stitching. I just want to do some proper stitching. So it's nearly there. I can smell a finish. Just needs, I think it's going to be at least another 2 days worth of work to finish it. Maybe next time you see it, it'll be done. But yeah, lots and lots and lots of backstitching. And for somebody who's not a fan of backstitch, that's hard going. It's almost like I was going to say a form of torture. It's not a form of torture, but I don't find it enjoyable. I don't like doing backstitch. I don't mind the odd little bit, but this one's got a lot on it, and it would put me off doing another pattern like this one because of how much backstitch is in it, and because I just don't enjoy it. And yeah, I'm so close to that finish, but I'm not finished. But it'll look really good when it's finished, so I've just got to keep that in mind. It'll look really good, it'll look really good. So after I worked on that one for a day, my next project that I brought out on the Saturday, so Monday was the 1st of January, 4 days in Enchantress of the Abyss, 1 day on Alice in the Wonderland. I then brought out this one, Final Fantasy VII Cast by Servo Stitchers on Etsy. So I'm stitching this one for my brother, although he doesn't know it. And it's being stitched on a 28 count light blue even weave, much to my dismay because I thought it was 32 count and didn't give myself enough border. But we're going to fix that, we're not going to worry about that. So I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So I finished the character down here on the bottom left. That's Catsith. And he's actually my least favourite character, which is shocking because he's a cat. You'd think that a cat would be my favourite character, but no. I don't get on with him. It's very rare I pick, when I'm playing the game, it's very rare I'll pick him to be in my team. I only do it just out of sense of duty. And, but yeah, because his fighting style's rubbish and his limit breaks are rubbish. So yeah, but once I'd finished him, I then moved on to the next character, bottom middle, and that's Vincent. And I'm working on him at the moment. So quite a lot of stitches done in this one, and it is full coverage. I did debate whether or not to do it in full coverage, but because I've done it on light blue Ada even weave, the white areas are easy to stitch. It's not stitching white on white, so it's not quite so bad. Yeah, that's that one. There's quite a lot of colours in there to create the shading. No backstitch. No backstitch on this one. Probably why I picked it to work on next. After doing Alice in the Wonderland, because I didn't want to do any backstitching. And yeah, this one's, I think I said I wanted this one to be at 75 to 80% by the end of the year, and I'm well on course for that now. It's over halfway, and looking good. And like the border stitches are easy to do, the blue. Now that I've got everything in the right place. I did have an issue with this bottom border here. I'd made it 2 stitches too high and I had to frog a fair bit and put it back in again. But it is what it is. So yeah, really enjoying working on this one. The plan is to have this one ready for my brother's 40th, which is July next year, July 25. So quite a while until then. But I want it fully finished by then. So making sure I get the stitching done. Excuse me. I don't know whether I've got a bit of a cold. I'm suddenly feeling a bit achy, sore throaty and achy, and I've just looked at the clock and realised it's 4 hours since I had some painkillers. So that could be it. But we'll crack on because I've only got a few more to show you. So worked on Final Fantasy VII Cast for 3 days, which was over a weekend, so I'm tending to be quite busy. Plus, no, that wasn't the weekend, the children were poorly, so I would have been at the yard as well. So the following Tuesday last week, I dug out this one because I knew my dad wasn't coming around. So this is Opening Gambit by Long Dog Samplers. And again, this is a secret stitch that I'm doing for my dad. And it's my very first Long Dog and I absolutely love it. I definitely will be doing some more because these are fabulous. So this is being stitched on a piece of 32 count Silver Moon by Zweigart, which is an even weave, and I'm doing it with 3809, with DMC 3809. Popping a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it, and here, I'll lean back, here it is now. So, I'm assuming that somebody's messaging me, my iPad's going beep 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 beep. So did quite a lot of stitching on this one, mostly in this area here. So I worked my way down, did that squirrel, filled in the bit where the candle is showing in the negative, and obviously that knight on the horse. So really pleased with how this is coming along. This is the top corner up here, and that's the bottom corner down there. So again, this one's about 60% now. coming along really nicely. Really enjoying this one. I've enjoyed every stitch of this. And I don't like putting it down, but I have to because my dad... I'm looking now just in case my dad might pop round at any minute and see it. Yeah, that's one I will be taking with me to the Essex Needles Retreat because I'll be able to get lots of stitching in it without fear of my dad walking in the house. Because he doesn't live with us, but he does live down the road. So he did say, I did speak to him this morning and he said, I'll see you Wednesday morning. So he shouldn't turn up today. So I spent 2.5 days working on opening Gambit, and I got myself to an area where I think I had to put it away because my dad came round and it's like, I'll get something else out. So the next one I got out was Unicorn Spring, which is a Heaven and Earth Designs, and I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So I finished working along this section. So that is all filled in now, ready for me to come and start down here. But at that point, I actually filled in a bit of it because I'd done so much confetti, I just wanted a bit of solid stitching. But another one that's looking beautiful. This is stitched on 28 count, easy count, 2/1 half stitches. This is the only project I've got that's in half stitch or 10 stitch. And yeah, I like it, but I think I prefer 1/1 on 25 count for my Heaven and Earth designs. It's handy for making things a bit smaller though, doing them on 28 count over 1. But yeah, loads of confetti in that. Absolutely loads. But I am really enjoying how it's coming to life. So I worked on this one only 1.5 days actually, but they must have been good stitchy days. Yes, I worked on this on the Friday after I picked Aria up from... So I had the Thursday off work, because that was my day off. And then the Friday was the day I had to pick Aria up from school. So I got a load more stitching in it as well, because she just wanted to sit and watch a film. So I sat and stitched on this. Yeah, plenty, over 1,000 stitches put in, which is great. Good progress. Really pleased with that. And it's... Isn't it pretty? I am looking forward to this one being finished. I have been working on it for quite a while now. Not this year. It's still over half. It's not even halfway yet. But we'll get there. There's plenty of work on it. So, next one I worked on is in my sheep bag because it's a sheepy one. So this was a pattern I found on Etsy called Love Is Here. It's by Happy Moot Point. But I just was looking through patterns on Etsy and found it and really liked it. Love Is Here. And this is being stitched on a piece of 32 count platinum even weave. I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So I got the grass done. Because I wasn't really going anywhere at the weekend because both children were coughing the guts up and not feeling so great. So I thought, let's put in all that grass. So, sorry. Started by putting in the dark green area with the leaves, the vine with the leaves, and then the hearts. And then it was just a fill-in exercise with the light green. And it was really easy and nice and simple to stitch. And it's took it, oh excuse me, itchy nose, it's took it to like 70% complete, which is great because it was under 50%, and it just rocketed forwards because of how much stitching is in that bottom bit. So now I've just got to do sort of the border around the top, a few of the little motify bits and the writing, and then it's finished. And yeah, it's super cute. I really do like this one. The only thing I did with this one differently is the sheep were charted in ecru, but on the picture I thought they looked more white, so I've done them in 3865, so a creamy white, not a white. But yeah, super cute, really fun to work on, and yeah, just filling in that grass at the bottom was just so easy and nice compared to doing I'd done all the confetti on Unicorn Spring, so it was really nice to work on something that was just so mindless, do they call it mindless stitching, where you haven't got to think? I mean, I didn't even have to have Pattern Keeper up because I just knew I had to fill it all in one colour. And then every now and again I'd just sort of go on Pattern Keeper and just mark off what I'd done. I got to press that nice button where you just complete all, complete all stitches in this on this page. I'm like, yes, because I've done them all, because that colour is now done. It's at 0. So I worked on that one for 2 days, so that was just over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Let me just pop this one away so I'm not in a mess. And then yesterday, I was at home yesterday with Aria not being very well. We had to go to the doctors and to the supermarket and stuff, but I had to get some stitching in the afternoon. So I worked on Ragdoll Eden, which is my newest full coverage piece. I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So it's still in the Q-snap. I think I will work on this one today because I only got just over 600 stitches. So there were just over 200 put in here, and then started down on the next row. So I'm doing this one Royal Rose, but by page. So I think there's, did it come down to there? Yeah, I've got that row and then one more row, and then I'll move on to this page here. And then I was looking at the pattern last night and I thought then I'll probably move on to the page that's down here and then go down diagonally, like some people often do. But I love this piece. It was nice, simple stitching. I just popped series on the TV, and just there weren't too many colours, just blue, greys and blues and the odd green in there. And I've obviously got some park stitches to put in as well, and just filling it in. So yeah, I think the plan is to put this, because it's still in the Q-snap, I'll pop this back on the frame after I finish talking to you guys, and let's see if I can get over here, because that's what, 1,000 stitches? Oh no, it might be 1,200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 1,200 before I put it away. But that'll be good progress then, won't it? Because I've done 600, 1,800, yeah, in January. That'll be good going. So yeah, probably another couple of days on this one. It's nice to see some progress. I think some white starts to appear at the bottom here from one of the cats, which so it's exciting. Exciting to see, because it's not that cat. That's the tail of that cat. But yeah, oh, I love this piece. It's so cute. So that is it. So I did have a little bit of haul. I bought some beads from 123 Stitch, and I did buy a chart actually. I bought, after watching, I think it was Elaine, Ellie Welly Stitcher, I decided I'm going to do the Cricket Collection seasons, the long words. So I've bought autumn, because that's my favourite season, so I thought I will start with autumn. I have the charts. I'm going to do it in DMC, so I have the threads. I just need some fabric, but I'm not ready to start it just yet, so I thought I might wait until I go to Essex in March and then go and make sure I've got my measurements and everything, and go and have a look at what I know Kate from Sparklies is going to Essex, and I'm hoping that Coffee Craft Fabrics might be there as well, so I can pick up some fabric for that piece. That would be nice. And yeah, I bought the beads for Enchantress of the Abyss, but I haven't bought anything else since. I was looking at a really nice sampler type pattern on Etsy yesterday, and it's on sale at the moment, and I think it's under £4 for this PDF, and it's really nice. So I'm thinking about getting that. Not that I need any more charts at the moment. I've got plenty of whips to be working on. I think that's what's holding me back. Don't buy it. Yes, it's only £3-something, but don't buy it. You've got enough to be working on. But yeah, that's that. So plans are to just carry on and be working towards my goals. So yeah, I've got all my bits, my whips in my planner here, and I've written down next to them what the goal is, you know, whether I need to finish them or what percentage I want to get them to. Ragdoll Eden, I want 2 pages finished on that by the end of the year. So yeah, I just, whenever I'm like, what should I work on, I just open my planner, have a look at my whip list, and then think, right, what should I get where, and go from there. So I'm going to get this video uploaded, get it edited, that's the word I'm trying to think of, edited, and uploaded, and then I can crack on with some stitching. In fact, I've got laundry to do. I'm holding off doing the laundry because otherwise you can hear the washing machine. So like, I'll film the video, then I'll do the laundry, and about half an hour till lunchtime. So I should probably think about making some lunch for her ladyship upstairs because she'll be, Mum, I'm hungry. Right, love to you all. Thank you for spending some time with me today. If you don't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I would be most grateful. It just helps get it seen, but to be fair, that's not why I do this channel. I do it for my own benefit, to see how far I've come with things. It is nice to look back on like older videos and see charts that I've not even started that have now finished and things like that. It's good fun. I do it for myself. But yeah, everybody take care, stay safe. If it is snowy where you are, please be careful. I think we might be due some snow at the weekend, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not looking forward to the cold tomorrow. It's chilly, it's January, I don't like it. Right, I shall speak to you all soon. I'm trying to come back a bit more often, so maybe every couple of weeks or so, because I've got plenty of stitching progress to show you in those 2 weeks. So we'll see, but don't hold me to it. Take care, guys. Speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.